You're such an asshole.
Mark writes, I would like to pay for Clary Original where you talk about the word enshittification. Well, then it's not a Clary Original. The original is where I get to talk about what I want to talk about. They see this is you've immediately get all you have to do for original. Cappy, why you doing original? And it's like 35 bucks a pop. All right, here you go. Don't say, Cappy, I want you to do whatever you want. Now go paint this house. Where you talk about the word enshittification. So much of your body of work is about this topic, but I'm not sure you've used this word much or at all. So you got the Wikipedia link here. Let's take a look at it. All right. Enshittification, alternatively crapification and platform decay, is a pattern in which online products and services decline in quality. Online? Try everything. Try all of society. Enshittificate? Yes. Yeah, I thought I was like, what does it really mean what I think it means? I don't know why they limit it to online. Go to Walmart. Oh my God, the enshittification of American people. Go to the public schools. Look, the enshittification of teachers. Show me where it's not enshittifying. Is a pattern in which online products and services decline in quality. Initially, vendors create high quality offerings to attract users. Then they degrade those offerings to better serve business customers. And finally, degrade their services to users and business customers to maximize profits for shareholders. It could, well, I already know. I have a perfect example. So the GF got me because she knows I hate the winter. She got me a sweatshirt that has a battery pack in it that you could turn on and it heats up. It's like an electric blanket, but in the form of a sweatshirt. And she got me one, and it was great. And I liked it a lot because what I could do to save even more money is I'd charge up the battery pack using the solar panels. And then we're talking like October, November, when things get a little cold here in South Dakota. Use the solar panels to heat it up or to charge up my battery pack. And then I wear this thing around when it's cold. And that way I could keep the temperature down. The only problem is the GF didn't buy herself one. So like it's down to like 60 degrees and I'm toasty warm. And I'm like, turn off the heat. I'm like, well, get yourself a sweater. So I got one down in Vegas, right? Because it does get cooler down there. And it's the same company, same brand, completely different thermal sweatshirt. And it's shit. It is absolute shit. Everything went to shit. The battery doesn't charge as much. The zipper doesn't work. And the material is poor quality. It's not as thick. And it only has a heat patch right here. I was like, fuck this shit. Fuck this. The other one, it's like almost all over. It's only your arms that don't have it. Writer Corey Doctorow coined the neologism enshittification November of 2022, though he was not the first to describe and label the concept. The American Dialectic Society selected it as its 2023 word of the year. Dr. Rao advocates for two ways to reduce enshittification. Stop buying it. Be a minimalist. Upholding the end-to-end principle, which asserts that platforms should transmit data in response to users' requests rather than algorithm-driven decisions, and guaranteeing the right of exit. That is, enabling the user to leave the platform without data loss, which requires interoperability. All right, so we're going back to the concept that it's online products or services. So like a subscription service, I subscribe to not Windows 365. I think isn't PowerPoint and Excel, isn't that subscription service now? Like you don't get to install it. It's a service online. And I'm sure they've just whittled away. So pattern online. Initially, vendors create high quality offerings to attract users. Then they degrade them to better serve the business customers, and finally degrade the both for the shareholders. Yeah. Well, Adobe Acrobat Adobe did that with Adobe Acrobat. Now I don't know if it was enshittification, but they made it where, oh yeah, you sign this user agreement, we can take all your data. I don't know if that's enshittification as much as it is just warped fucking think. Like, why would you want that? Why? I'm sure people in the world of IT have better examples. But it seems, yeah, people. Oh, the cloud. Did you guys do the cloud? I remember that came out 15 years. Oh, I just back up everything to the cloud. Like, no, I got backup drives stored on site and then off site in case there's like a fire, a tornado, or something. I got all my key critical files and data. I don't need to subscribe to the cloud. I don't need it to get hacked. I don't need, oh, there was a security breach of Google. All your documents online. Well, I guess. Right now, just to log into my email, they already added it already took 3 screens to get to my email. Now it takes 4. And you get stuck in that where it's like, I got to keep using this service, and I may just switch to Proton Mail. Uh, these moves aim to uphold the standards and trustworthiness of online platforms, emphasize user satisfaction, and encourage market competition. It goes back to a much more simpler thing: good products at a fair price. Is a product good if I got to constantly manage it and sign disclaimers and worry about you stealing my data? If I have to worry about you being a corrupt, dishonest asshole, American Family Insurance, if I have to hunt you down and pull teeth and waste a week of full-time labor documenting that, no, I actually sustained these losses, this isn't bullshit. Um, is there really a business? You're just thieves at that point. And surprise, I mean, why are you even marketing? Just me. Just me. Tell me if I'm crazy here. Would you have to, especially today, in today's environment with the mistake economy and enshittification and all this other horse shit, wouldn't the best marketing strategy be to make a good product that's good quality at a fair price? Where over enough time, people are like, damn, this is good. Like, does Buc-ee's have to do it? Have you seen a Buc-ee's advertisement? Have you seen a Buc-ee's commercial? No, you haven't. Because it's just that good. It's word of mouth. It's a good product at a fair price. It's a special place of America too. I'm trying to think. Milwaukee brand tools. The that as I've worked on many old I've actually had wrenches bend. Craftsman, by the way, fuck Craftsman now. Oh no, that was something from Harbor Freight, which is understandable. I get that. Harbor Freight serves a role in that regard, though. It was a drill, about a Craftsman drill for like $200, and the thing just stripped off when I was trying to drill a hole in concrete with a mason bit. Yes, I know what I'm doing. Just broke. Fuck Craftsman. How? What if you just made a good product that was good, high quality, that people didn't feel like they were getting fucked in their ass all the time? And you say, "Oh my god, what if?" Show you how low the bar of entry is. What would happen if you could go to a average restaurant, nothing fancy, just an average restaurant, and tell me how many of you would go back to this place? You are immediately greeted by the maitre d' or the person standing at the lectern or the booth. Hello, how many? Like, 3 in a booth. They immediately seat you, and then within a minute, waiter comes by. "Hi, what would you guys like to drink?" Boom, she's off to the races. Comes back within 3, 4 minutes of that. "Are you guys ready to order? I'll have this, you'll have that, he'll have that. I'll be right." And they get your order right, and then they come back like they're kind of a pain. Oh, they're done eating. "Was there gonna be anything else?" "No, that's it. We'll get the tab. Here you go." What would you go back to that place? Because I sure the fuck would. Somebody better tell these NBA dipshits, hey, you know what your best marketing strategy is? It isn't slathering large, in charge, black, lesbian, female vagina on all your products. It's just, hey, the product doesn't piss you off. How about that? How about using our product or service doesn't make you want to punch our CEO in the face? It makes you want to come back because you got your shit and you left. 13% of our profits go to help the Guatemalan pygmy endangered orangutan. Would you like to round up? I'd like to round up your face. No, I don't want to round up. You're part of our reward. How about that? When I pay, I pay. I'm not asked 40 fucking thousand questions about who I want to give the money to that $1 trillion US dollars didn't solve with the welfare state. And my 30 cents rounded up is going to actually cure hunger someplace. it, it's not high level thinking, but if you're going to put all that time and effort and energy into a factory to create a thing or like look at Concord. Sony spent what? Almost $250 million on it with advertising? 8 years in development, and it's a shit Marxist woke game? I could you just Ghost of Tsushima will sell itself. I never saw any ads for Ghost of Tsushima. It just came through. Why? Because they made a good product. People, same thing with my books. I don't write shitty books. You may not like the topic. You might not have an interest in my book, but for those of you who have an interest in my books, if you read them like, wow, that's a pretty good book. Yeah, because I don't want you saying, God, this is a shitty book. I'm never going to buy this guy's books ever again. I want you like, wow, this is a well-written book and made sense. It was very clear. It was succinct. If he comes out with another book, I'll buy it. Just we should have like it would be peanut butter, but instead of peanut butter, it'd be large in charge, combative lesbian black woman. You just scoop it up and you smear it on a product. Here, now with loud, obnoxious, leftist, large and in charge lesbian black woman smearing on. Oh, it's so much improved. And then maybe that's what Craftsman could do. Put that on your drill, and then it'll still break. Like, yeah, but it's got the large and in charge lesbian loud black woman paste. So it's good. That's well, I'll go get I'll spend another 200. Oh, 250 with inflation now, 250 on it. History and definition used by the blog post. Here's how platforms die. First, they are good to their users. Then they abuse their users, make things better for business customers. Finally, they abuse those business customers to claw back all the value for themselves. Then they die. See, that's the thing. Why? How about this? There's not the dying. You want to maximize profits? You want to maximize shareholder value? How about you view customers longer than 5 years? You think of them as lifetime. Like Jack's Cafe in North Minneapolis. All right, you sit down, you got a great dinner, a very nice ambiance. People come back for the rest of their lives. How are you MBA, really, Business Leaders of America, MBAs, and I mean you Harvard motherfuckers, what don't you fucking get about lifelong clients? Why do you not understand a client who sticks with you for 50 years and pays you $1,000 a year is better than a client that you fuck over in 3 years for $2,000 for those 3 years? What don't you get about that? That's what I don't get. You build all this infrastructure, the buildings, the roads, the factories, the telecommunications system, the employees, the interviews, the insurance. You put all this effort and energy into it, and then you're like, oh, we're going to make a shitty product. You can't go the extra 5% to what? Increase your lifelong revenue off of a customer for tenfold, not 10 years, tenfold, because ain't no one sticking with you for more than 2 years. Then they die. I call this enshittification. It is a seemingly inevitable consequence arising from the combination of the ease of changing how a platform allocates value combined with the nature of a two-sided market where the platform sits between buyers and sellers. Where a platform sits between buyers and sellers, hold each other hostage to the other, raking off an ever larger share of value that passes between them. Amazon's been doing that a little bit. You just get paid 70% of all sales of books minus their physical costs because Amazon needs to make money too. And they're like, yeah, we're doing 60%. Like, keep going. People will leave. YouTube at one time was relatively free speech. And now here we are, like we're in the second grade watching our language. Although I have to admit the latest round, they loosened it up a bit. So you can curse and swear after the first 30 seconds or something. So I guess that's improvement. In a 2024 op-ed in the Financial Times, Dr. Rao argued the enshittification is coming for absolutely everything, with enshittifactory platforms leaving humanity in an enshitto. He's right there. I was his original idea was applying it to a software platform. I'm applying it to everything. Like cars right now, oh, they are so over-engineered from software. You go in, it's a lot of times it's not even a mechanical issue, it's a software issue. Oh, well, the program, whatever, decided to not turn your car on, decided to shift it in reverse. This will definitely have a role in my book called The Economy of One, which is not coming out anytime soon. I want to enjoy my life a little bit. Maybe this winter I'll start penning that or get the outline going. Um Dr. Rao argues that new platforms offer useful products and service at a loss as a way to gain new users. Once the users are locked in, the platform then offers access to the user base to suppliers at a loss. Once suppliers are locked in, the platform shifts surpluses to shareholders. I'm all for profit maximization, but you go into it intellectually dishonestly. And I gotta wonder, okay, for you employees at these corporations, it can't be fun working for these firms that are constantly trying to screw people over, right? I think every employee, at least initially, is like, I want to do a good job to help the company be profitable. So I get promoted, make more money. And we all understand we got to make the customer kind of happy. We got to give them what they want. What's that like working for basically a scam company? uh, Once the platform is fundamentally focused on the shareholders and the users and vendors are locked in, oh, the platform no longer has any incentive to maintain quality. Enshittification platforms that act as intermediaries can act as both a monopoly on services and a monopsony. Hell is that on customers? As high switching costs prevent either from leaving when the alternatives technically exist. Dr. O has described the process of enshittification as happening through twiddling, the continual adjustment of the parameters of the system in search of marginal improvements of profit without regards to any other goal. Enshittification can be seen as a form of rent seeking. Yeah. The two principles called to be followed. To solve the problem, there's two principles. The first is a respect to the end-to-end principle, which holds that the role of a network is to reliably deliver data from willing senders to willing receivers. When applied to platforms, this entails users being given what they ask for, not what the platform prefers to present. Like Sony, like if you want to play their video games, you gotta have a Sony account. Fuck off. For example, users would see all their content from users they subscribe to, allowing content creators to reach their audience without going through an opaque algorithm. And in search engines, exact matches for search queries would be shown before sponsored results rather than after. Okay, well, okay, if we're talking about Google here, obviously, or search engines in general, I understand Google wants to put sponsors up front because they're paid. That's how Google makes their money. So I don't begrudge them that, but I don't need a full fucking page. Like, can we just have the first 5? All right. And then somewhere, and they put sponsored, they let you know. I do get pissed off where it's like, it's AI generated. We're gonna like, what was it? Were they caught not promoting like Steve Crowder? I think they purposely were fucking with the search results. That's what pisses me off about Google and perhaps other searching websites or search engines. Dude, there was a glory time of the internet where if you searched for it, you'd find it. I was like, because the algorithms were good. Now, I don't know, for political reasons, profit motivation, I've started using DuckDuckGo and Yandex for other searches because it's like I need to find this information. I'm not talking like even political stuff. Uh, what was it on the phone? Google, and maybe even on the computer, Google used to have the best maps. It would there it is, there's the map, and there's what you search. There's the little red dot showing where it is. Now, the map is this big. Every fucking thing in the area is listed on the advertisement below. I never asked for that shit. And, a lot of times you're driving, I need to find out how to get there. And now you got this little map you can't see. But they increased their profits by 3%. Good. That's great. The second is the right of exit, which holds that users of a platform can easily go elsewhere. If they are dissatisfied with it. For social media, this requires interoperability, countering the network effects that lock in users to prevent market competition between platforms. I don't know, like what Facebook. I can leave Facebook anytime. I don't. I'm sure a lot of you in the IT world probably give me example. Oh, here examples. Airbnb, once a disruptor competing with established hotel chains, Airbnb now charges nightly rates exceeding those of existing hotels. This is a direct result of Airbnb now charging customers and hosts a markup of over 45% in service fees on transactions. I remember car rentals. You could get car rentals dirt cheap. Now it's insane the amount of fees you pay. Amazon, moving costs so below. Oh, the Amazon Prime subscription. Yes, yes, those subscriptions, right? And then they jack up. Yep, Facebook, Google search, Reddit. I haven't. Twitter. Terms of play. Twitter. Wake of 2020. Interoperable software suspending users, posting rival Mastodon handles. Okay, Uber, Unity, dating apps. Oh, the dating apps. Oh, the dating apps. Well, the main flaw of dating apps is that you need to have dates, and the people that determine whether or not there are dates are girls, and most girls don't want to go out with most guys. So I don't know why you got a dating app. All right, there you go. Well, thank you. I have learned a new word. I didn't know there was a term for it. Let's go to the super chats real quickly. Oh, link, by the way, speaking of enshittification, I got my Amazon affiliate link down below. Do all your Amazon affiliate shopping with the link down below. Don't use your phone. Don't use the apps. Use a computer. Be old like me. Bookmark that link below so that all your shopping, I get a 5% commission or cut. It doesn't cost you anything extra. You want to help out Cappy without it costing anything? There it is. Actually, I'm not joking. That actually, if everyone they did all your shopping, if everyone did all their shopping through Amazon affiliate, I think I estimated I'd have I got around 3 to 5,000 hardcore listeners. And if every one of them did all the shopping through my Amazon, I'd be making like $250,000 a year. It's a long shot, but it's all it does is require a little bit of a change. Hat and clogs, $2. Get a job, you. What does macabre? Oh, macabre. It's not spelled macabre. It's macabre. 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 Macabre, though, is how it's pronounced. It means death in a dark and a deathly manner. Uh, indicate. Oh, it's quite. What's the synonym? That's if I said, man, that's dark. Macabre would be very similar to that, but there's usually a hint or an insinuation of death. The morgue was very macabre, meaning indicative of death. Death was around. A girl went to Home Depot, got some oil and a rope, and she turned it into a noose. It was very macabre, indicative of death. Drew, $5. Did you feel a huge weight off your shoulders and less stress when you left the banking industry? Oh yeah. Like the second I quit my job, I just I mean, it was replaced with financial stress. Like, how am I gonna, survive? I did thankfully have online courses and rental income. So my expenses were relatively low, but and I was still under the impression like I had to make some money and like I was not performing at my peak. And I wasn't performing at my peak, but you can't perform at your peak when people don't put you in the game. So um yes, but a lot of mental stress. And I remember that day I just went right back home and I drank a bottle of Rumplemint's. Just sat on my back patio. It was wonderful. And that boss is dead. And none of the bankers that work there are there anymore. The feds came in. When you went back to security, did you feel better? Well, I never really left security. I was always on call. two companies, one in particular. I guess even today, if my buddy needed me, I go back and help him out. He was a godsend. I he's a great man. I really appreciated all the help. Um, and it wasn't. Yeah, I felt better working security. I mean, it's an easier job, but again, there are no solutions, only trade offs. There, you're staying up late at night. But in hindsight, I ended up making a lot more work in security because I would be writing books and I programmed Asshole Consulting's website. You have a lot of ideas and you have the time to pursue them. I should follow up with my buddy, see how he's doing. Drew, $2. I got one for skiing and the battery gets too hot. I got one for skiing. What are you talking about, Drew? Oh, one of those thermal things. Yeah. What year did you buy it, Drew? Yeah, again, you don't have to do a super chat because I got mine 3 years ago. That was the good one. Then 2 years ago, I got the shit one. Ken Rose, $2. He just says a thumbs up. Thank you, Ken. Drew, $5. Some idiot at my school screwed up and tapped my GI Bill when I told them not 2 months ago. It's been a mess that I've had to clean up with the VA. Oh, yeah. No, that's just the mistake economy. I think we should have the right to hunt these people down. Like and they have to pay the price. Like, no. Who screwed it up? Somebody screwed it up. That person screwed it, they're paying for it. They pay for my time. Absolutely. And then after they work long enough to pay for my time and then they're fired. You start getting these people and kicking them out of the economy. You're like, nope, you're not allowed here anymore. The economy might improve. Drew, $2. Maternity leave was the excuse for the mistake. Huh? Oh. Maternity leave, and they brought in some rookie. Look, have a family or work. You can't do both at the same time. One person has to stay home and take care of that kid. Sorry. It's called the division of labor. Look it up. When the kid is like off to school and, regularly attends the bus, third or fourth grade then you go back to work. In the meantime, stay the fuck out of the workforce and raise your fucking kid. You can come back to the workforce. You can't do both. Christoph Anon, $2. Bosch or Milwaukee tradesman grade. Okay. Milwaukee or Bosch. Good. What about Ryobi? Is that all right? Uncono, $2. Prices go up. Quality goes down. Idiocracy. Author Digsby Sellers. It's kind of a cool name. He gives a super sticker, which unfortunately we can't see super stickers because I'm going through StreamYard. Uncono, $5. Idiocracy was too optimistic. Mike Judge didn't consider Idiocracy plus low trust society. He also didn't forecast this woke tradeism where everybody is all up their own ass about their own ass, how they were born, what they claim what genitalia they like to lick, what mental disorder they made up, insulting people with actually the mental disorder. But you got to have something special about you, right? That is the Orwellian nightmare where everybody is all just, oh my God, did you know I'm left-handed and I have brown eyes and I'm a female? I'm so amazing. It's like, no, you are not amazing. The vast majority of humans are kind of worthless. They don't really do much of anything. Yeah, that's great. You're a woman and you're left-handed with brown eyes. It still doesn't mean jack fuck all shit. And then the ultimately predictable, you just hate left-handed brown-eyed women, you left-handist, brown-eyest, womanist person who hates. It's like, no, you're shitty at your fucking job. You're a fucking asshole. How's that? I don't know. That has nothing to do with that. No, you're just a piece of shit human being. You're lazy, you don't fucking work, you make mistakes, you fuck up people's GI Bill, and you go running behind some kind of excuse because at the end of the day, you're a lazy piece of shit who doesn't want to work and do your job right. That's it. That's all it is. Stop. Oh, you hate whatever. Autists, Hispanics, left-legged punters. I don't know what football would have to do with it, but you get my point. All right, that's it. Link below, Amazon affiliate thing. Go buy all your stuff there. Make Cappy happy. See you guys later, Toodles.